Hey, what's going on? It's Brandon Schaefer here, of course, and a lot of people have asked me this question, and I just recently been asked it again, so I figured I would do a video talking about it, and I've talked about it a few times, but never dedicated a whole video to it, I don't believe. But the reason why I paint small most of the time, I do that for many different reasons. Basically the first one being that I don't have the room in this apartment to paint large. Now I do have a big canvas, large canvas. I think it's a 20 by 30. But I don't have room to paint things this big, especially if I did multiple paintings this large. I don't have the space to store them. I barely have closet for my clothes. You know, I don't have a closet for paintings and storage. So that's one reason, is I have limited space. And another reason is that I feel that painting small, like these small paintings that I've been doing, have really helped me over the months and years that I've been painting this small. Have really helped me develop my skill, my technique, and work on the shadow and light a lot better. Because I think painting smaller, or at least moderately small, you know, maybe a 9 by 12 like this. I'm starting to do more 8 by 10s and 9 by 12s like this size, and I really enjoy this size. And I like square panels, those are cool too, but this is a 6 by 6, kind of small. It's hard to do you know, if I had to paint grapes or something like this one, it was actually very hard to paint these grapes because I don't like using a small brush, and when I used a larger brush, it's hard to get a lot of detail, or because there's so much shadow and light going through all the grapes. But painting this size, I think it's a great exercise, and you also create some beautiful, I also create some beautiful images this size. But painting any larger than that, I don't have the space, and I think painting small like that is very beneficial because it's a lot easier, I think, to practice and to get the light and shadow to come through in the work. Because if I had to paint on this large canvas I just showed you here, this 20 by 30, I mean, if I had a beginner paint on this, try to paint the scene, I mean, it would be really difficult if you've never painted smaller before and haven't had that practice and understand the value structure, your edges, perspective, how to handle all the different elements of color. A canvas this size can be very intimidating. I feel pretty confident that I could paint something this large and it would come out just fine. I used to paint 16 by 20s all the time, and did pretty well with them, but there would be some that were just, they're okay. But I feel I could paint something this large and do it confidently, since I've painted so many small paintings, probably close to 150 or 100, something around that. I have a ton of small paintings. So having those under my belt, I think has helped me grow and helped me understand how to translate that to a larger image. So I think painting small has so many advantages. There probably are a few disadvantages, is that, like I said, you can't get a lot of detailed work in, but you know, it's not really meant for, it's not really meant for detail work. It's meant for getting the light and shadow, getting the image to work as a whole, so that when you step back and look at it from a viewing distance, you know, something like this painting, if I show you from a viewing distance, it looks nice. There, you can tell the light's coming from this way. There's a light here, shadows, soft edges, value structure, everything's in check, everything's nice. So if I wanted, this is almost a study. If I wanted, so let's see, this would be a small painting. I could get a 12 by 12 or 20 by 20 and translate this into a much larger painting like that. So it's harder to do that with when you have such a larger painting. Number one, it's hard to paint a larger painting without having done a smaller one. Not always the case, but it can be the case. But say if you have a really larger painting, you'd have to cut out a lot of details when translating into a smaller work. So there's just that translation, and not that you want to paint your paintings over or anything like that, but I'm just saying you can do a lot of small studies. It's easier to do a smaller, quick study, understand the light, the color, the shadow, everything that's going on in the scene, and then take that back to the studio or create a larger work of that from that little study, and you can add more detail, more texture, more light, more color, etc. So that's one reason why I paint small. I enjoy it. I get a lot of nice images, and it doesn't take up as much storage. I can store them easily, and yeah, so that's why I paint small. And that's I think it has a lot of advantages for the long run. And see, if I wanted, I can always use this as a study and create a much larger work of my couch and add in different colors, more detail, etc. So these are just little bits of history and things that I've seen. So yeah, there's actually my couch right there. So let's see, that's how it fits in. So there you go. That's what I was painting. So anyway, that's why I paint small. So I encourage you, if you do not paint small or never have painted smaller, 6 by 8, 9 by 12, 8 by 10, 12 by 16, 11 by 14, try out some of those smaller canvases. They're a lot cheaper. It's actually more affordable for me as well. That's another reason, is that getting these small panels, I have a good source, UC Davis around here at the college, university. Their panels are so cheap. I can get a 6 by 8 for about $1 or something, or less than $1. I mean, it's a lot cheaper than some stores. And a large canvas like this, you know, if you get a good one in the stores, I mean, this could be like 30 or 40 bucks. So just think, if this painting doesn't turn out well on this large canvas, I mean, there's 50 bucks down the drain and all that paint. So you definitely want to make sure you know what you're going to paint on it. I've had this blank canvas for a few months now. Maybe eventually I'll paint something on it, but until then, it's going to sit up against the wall somewhere. Anyway, thank you for watching. Post comments down below. Let me know what you think. Has painting small helped you? Do you enjoy painting larger? What size do you like to paint at? What's a good size for you? Let me know. Anyway, take care of yourself. Peace.